In this video we're going to find out what's inside a Ring doorbell. Not for any particular reason, just because. There's just two little screws that I've already removed there and there, but we'll keep going. Take the rest of these screws out. Looks like there are 4 of these stainless screws here on the bottom. See if anything comes off yet. Looks like this portion here kind of bends. It may be glued on. I don't know, let's keep going. 2 screws up here that are black that are even have an even smaller head on them. See if anything comes apart yet. Well, nothing's coming apart easily yet. May need to pry some stuff off here. Okay, nothing yet. Ah, there we go. We got a little secret screw down inside here. One of those small black ones. Oh man, it's tight. Almost stripped it there. Okay, pull that one out. So I'm sure there's going to be one over here. Yep, there it is. Get this one out. Yeah, I'm having to push really hard to get these things out of here. Looks like this back cover may come off. Hey! Messing around. Testing out different light situations with this camera, so we're gonna keep going. Anyway, we've got our all of our screws out, our black screws and our stainless screws for this little Ring doorbell here. And just move things out of the way. Okay, so it looks like here we have a battery. Pretty typical, 3.7 volts. Yank this thing off and let's see, 5,000 milliamp hours. Hey, that's pretty cool. So maybe we can use that in a little RC car or something. Back plate, let's see what else we have to it. Little plastic button here with 2 heat rivets in place. These are obviously not meant to be removed. They just use heat pretty much, and they mush down a little pin to keep stuff in place. They just kind of melt and mush the plastic over. See if we can get it out of there. Yeah, there we go. Button that comes up out there. So we have all that disassembled. I want to see if we can get this metal case off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just a little piece of sheet metal. Okay, now we've got the body here. I don't see any more screws from the outside. Looks like the circuit board is probably next. We have more of those stainless screws in here. I know I keep obstructing the view of the camera, but I have to push pretty hard on these little things to get them to bite. Let me see if I can use my full size. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, our first circuit board. Looks like it's loose. Also, we have our infrared lights. Looks like they should come out. Assembly looks like it, yeah, okay, so we had one pull out of this little fascia here, and the other ones looks like these are not really supposed to come out of here. They're kind of glued in place. So let's work on disassembling that. We've got two of those black screws. These are pretty long. So the reason I'm doing this video really is just to test out the quality of a camera. And I had a Ring doorbell laying around that I wanted to take apart. So there we've got our IR illuminators, I guess. They just unplug, so that's cool. Move all this stuff to the side. Then we've got this top circuit board here that probably has most of our important stuff on it. Got a little grounding piece there. That piece grounds to there. I don't know if it's a ground, but I think it is. This little nub on this board grounds to this little mesh piece. So, got a couple MOSFETs in there. Our charging point. That's our button section right there. That little gold dot. That's the button. Let's see. Looks like this one was made in September, on September 13th of 2016. I don't see anything else super crazy. There is some good hardware in here. So I used to own an e-waste recycling business, and this would be a good board. It's got some good stuff in it. Alright, next up, let's get these last pieces out. So there are two large black screws in here. The biggest screws of the whole assembly. And oh, these are going to be these are low quality boards for sure. These two green ones, just pretty basic circuit boards, no real high current or anything. Looks like it's probably just going to be our camera link, and not even our processor, I don't think. Yeah, so there's our camera. There's our, okay, so these are the IR illuminators, and this is what picks up the IR. I think maybe that's motion sensors. I'm not 100% sure on those. But there's the actual video camera part. Looks like these two big screws maybe hold the camera in. This is a little connector here. That little connector. The gold pins corresponds to that connector, attaches those two boards together. This is probably just our button board. I bet that's going to be a pretty simple board when we get to it. Yeah, this is a pretty basic board. It's all sealed, which is nice, so it's going to be waterproof. Let's see if this camera will come off or if it's glued on there. It feels like it's stuck on there pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Pretty cool. So this is actually the inside of the camera, and that little piece there is what does all the magic. This is just a lens here in the front. So, very neat. That's not supposed to come apart. Alright, 4 screws left, and they are very small. I'm going to have to use the micro Phillips. Again, push really hard. Whew, man, I don't know if I can get these out. Okay, that one is not feeling too great. Let's try this one. Wow, yeah, I think these are not going to come out. These are sort of feeling like they're going to strip. So, okay, we've got our microphone right there. And that may be all we can get to. Okay, so we have a mic right here on the left side where that hole is. This is our speaker down here at the bottom. Dual speakers. And I'm almost positive behind this is just going to be a button board. I really want to get this out. I care more about my screwdriver then I do this board. I don't want to mess up my screwdriver. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, geez. I think it's in there pretty good. Let's see if we can break these plastic pieces here. There we go. My goodness. Okay, all that for pretty much, yeah, what I thought. Just a very simple board. Button here up front. And then we have our LEDs situated in kind of a ring right here. So again, this board is sealed. It's got a waterproof sealant on it, so that's good to see. And our two magnets right there. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. That's what's inside a Ring doorbell. I've got one more, the other model. It's a whole lot slimmer and a lot smaller. I'm going to do another video of that. Just kind of a crappy video like this one with, you know, testing out video quality. We're going to use another camera for that. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Probably won't be able to answer them. Thanks for watching.